Disney Star Wars is nothing more than a political propaganda machine for Lucasfilm. That's it. That's all it is. It does not represent the world that George Lucas created. It's not meant to respect the fan base. It's not meant to respect the characters or anything like that. Disney spent $4 billion just so they could have a political propaganda machine, 40 years worth of fan base built in, so they could spew their nonsense and then call you a racist or a sexist when you disagree, when you challenge them, when you say the product you're giving us is not good. They will then weaponize that against you. That is what they intend to do. That's what they have been doing. And the latest example is Andor. Now, a lot of people saw this trailer and really liked it. I'm not one of those people. I think it looks like dog shit. But a lot of people did see the Andor trailer, and I think they said, hey, this looks kind of gritty, kind of dark, a different take, and reminded a lot of people of the feel and vibe of Rogue One, which is another film that I think a lot of people genuinely like and enjoy. I didn't like Rogue One as much as most. I had real problems with that movie. The final 45 minutes were undeniably cool, and the Vader scene was cool in isolation, but that's another discussion for another time. In terms of this trailer, you had people excited. You genuinely had people excited with this trailer. And then you went and did what you always do. You shot yourself in the foot. Disney Star Wars has no self-awareness whatsoever because it's a political propaganda machine. Right here, Fiona Shaw describes the new Star Wars series Andor as a great, scurrilous take on the Trumpian world, says showrunner created a whole new morality. Literally, no one gives a shit about this. No one. Yet here you are bringing Orange Man Bad into the equation like they always do. We are 2 years into the Biden administration, and nut jobs in Hollywood are still blaming everything on Donald Trump because Trump lives rent-free in their minds. TDS is a hell of a drug. It is a hell of a drug. So it says right here, Andor actress Fiona Shaw made it abundantly clear that the upcoming Star Wars series will be a political commentary on Donald Trump rather than a Star Wars adventure. Andor is described by Lucasfilm as a series that explores a new perspective from a Star Wars galaxy, focusing on Cassian Andor's journey to discover the difference he can make. The series brings forward the rebellion against the Empire and how people and planets get involved. It's an era filled with danger, deception, intrigue, where Cassian will embark on a path that is destined to turn him into a rebel hero. The series was created by showrunner Tony Gilroy, yada, yada, yada. And it just kind of goes into more stuff that they're talking about what this series, I guess, is supposed to be. But Trump lives in their minds. She revealed that Gilroy has created a whole new morality and put it into a show. He's created a whole new morality. It's very deep and humane. There is grief, mourning, hope, fear. It's not just primary colors here. And everything has to be like super, super important, and it's going to save lives for these left-wing nut jobs. Like, this is going to save lives. This is going to literally save lives. And no one really cares about your virtue signaling and your nonsense. Now, how many times have people like me said that Disney Star Wars is a political propaganda machine and it's an allegory for Trump and Orange Man Bad and identity politics? How many times have I said that? And they continue to sit there and battle against it. The left-wing nut jobs will sit there and they will whine and say, I'm making it up. Here you have a star of the film telling you that it is a story about Donald Trump. A Star Wars series is about Donald J. Trump, the 45th president of the United States of America. And these people cannot stop talking about him. They can't stop talking about how he's the worst thing that's ever existed. And now you're taking a series that is iconic, that has one of the largest fan bases in all of fandom, and you're trying to push current politics into it for your agenda. Disney Star Wars is a political propaganda machine. That has been confirmed time and time and time again. And here we are with yet another clear and concise example of that. You have people like Rian Johnson, who was originally hired to do not a movie. We're not talking about a movie. We're talking about a trilogy. Rian Johnson was hired on for a trilogy, a white dude. After he signed on for that trilogy that we're never going to see, he then made a comment that said, Star Wars needs less white dudes directing films. After he signed on for the trilogy. Because these people don't believe in the nonsense they say. You've heard Kathleen Kennedy talk about how they have 50% representation at Lucasfilm with female representation and how important that is. We've heard them say these things over and over again. We've heard executives at Lucasfilm make blatantly ridiculous statements about identity politics. This is what Disney's Star Wars is. It's over if you're a fan of the original trilogy, if you're a fan of the prequels, if you're a fan of the Clone Wars, if you're a fan of any of that, if you're a fan of the expanded universe, Disney Star Wars does not represent that in any way, shape, or form. They want you to believe that's part of what they're doing. They want you to believe that it's part of it so they can then take your fandom, bring you into the equation, and then push their left-wing agenda onto you. It's all malicious. It's all vindictive. It's disgusting, but this is what the left wing does. This is how they operate. And no, I don't think the right wing is perfect either, but they're not involved in the entertainment world, and that's what I cover. And this is as obvious as day right here. One more of the many examples that Disney Star Wars is a political propaganda machine. You guys have a great day. Thank you very much for checking out this video. I appreciate all of you. We were at Anime Matsuri this past weekend. It was a fantastic time. We had a great time. I'm sure you'll see us back there in 2023. And I can't wait to meet so many more of you. I think it's going to be a bigger, better event next year than it was this year, and it was already booming this year. So it was really, really cool. So thank you guys. I hope to see all of you out at Anime Matsuri. Other than that, just remember that Solo lost money. Raylos are weird. Fuck Lucasfilm, and we will talk to you later.